Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. So in today's video we're going to revisit the projects that I called out last week, see how well they did. These are 5 projects that I called out I thought were going to do really well last week. Once we've done that and we've reviewed those, we're going to move on to the projects that I think are going to do really well this week. We had I think a real positive run from last week. 4 out of the 5 we would have seen profit. So let's head down to the desktop. Let's take a look at these projects. So the first one that we called out was Anchor Protocol. So this was at 318, now at 324. For me, we saw much higher points in the week than 3.24. Pull back a little bit. We did highlight that September is a challenging month, but with a pullback to still be in profit for Anchor Protocol from when we did that first video, I think is pretty good. So that's 1 out of 1. Chiliz. So Chiliz was at 0.3671, now at 4158 at the time of recording this video. Again, a big pullback. We've seen higher price than this during the week. So again, with a pullback, still to be in profit, I think is really good. So yeah, 2 out of 2. Then we had Doc. So Doc was at 10.01, now at 11.11. So again, an increase. Again, we've seen higher prices than this during the week. So there was some decent profit to be made on Doc. Again, 3 out of 3. Really like this project, done really well. Then the biggest mover was Phantom. We highlighted this at 5.231. Now at 8.212. Again, fantastic increase. Again, you could have seen higher price discovery on this one earlier in the week. But with all that said, again, September is a tough month, and 4 out of 4 so far, all in profit is really good. So I'm really happy with that. And then we had Coty. So Coty is the only one out of the 5 that didn't do as well as we were expecting it to. With that said, this is a great project that we expect big things. I think the main reason this one didn't do so well was it was listed on Coinbase. I was expecting it to really kick on from there. Obviously we had much higher price during the week, so you could have taken some profit on this one at certain points in the week. However, at the time of recording this video, it has pulled back and means that this one is actually a loser for the week. But long term, I expect this one to do so well. It's a fantastic project and probably the most prominent one out of all 5 that we called out for last week. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Are you happy with 4 out of 5, or did you expect us to get 5 out of 5? Do let us know. Did you get into any of these projects after researching them? Did you take any profit this week? Really interested to know. Let's move on to this week. So for this week, I have called out some more prominent projects. I'm going to start with the most obvious, and that has to be Cardano. It has had a bit of a pullback. For me, we kind of expect this to really kick on this week. Once we have smart contracts, we do expect to pull back, but it will be short-lived in our humble opinion. Once we get transaction volume, we expect it to kick on much higher. And yeah, just looking forward to smart contracts. Now, I'm not going to get into what each of these projects are. Obviously, Cardano is a platform where other projects are able to build on the Cardano ecosystem. It's cheap, high throughput, and it's perfect for building dApps and various other things that you can do with Cardano. So really looking forward to the smart contracts and all that volume that's going to be coming Cardano's way. Expect it to take a chunk out of the likes of Polka Dot, 𝗕𝗃𝗪, Luna, Ethereum. Really looking forward to seeing how everything plays out for Cardano, particularly this week. Right, let's move on. The next one is Polka Dot. Big fan of Polka Dot. Again, I think this is going to do really well. I will say that all of these projects that we're calling out are A2 on 𝗕𝗓. Possibly not Multivac. We'll have a look at Multivac. I think Multivac might be at A3, but yeah, let's have a look at Polka Dot. For me, 32.46 at the time of recording this video. I do expect this one to continue to do well. It hasn't really sort of taken off like some of the other projects like 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧, Luna, Avalanche, but I do expect it to do that. And you know, here we go, you know, true interoperability, easy blockchain innovation, security, user driven, forkless and future proof. It's a great project. It's going to do really, really well. For those of you that don't know what Polka Dot and Cardano are, head on down to their websites and do some research. I expect it to do really, really well. Then we've got CardStack. So again, another project that we expect to do really well, down 7% at the time of recording at 1164. Again, really like this project, expect it to do really, really well, all to do with software as a service. Fantastic looking project. Go do research. We haven't really spoken about this one. People should start looking at this one. It looks really, really good. So that's our third project that we're going to call out for the week. We do expect this one to come back and do really, really well. Again, A2 rating on 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗡. Then we got Nervos network at 0.1641 at the time of recording. Again, I expect this one to kick on and do really well. Blockchain platform for universal application, an open source public blockchain ecosystem and collection of protocols creating the foundation for a universal internet-like public network. So, you know, really interesting project. Definitely go do some research on this one. Cardano, I believe we've got a partnership with them. I think this is going to support Cardano in sort of navigating their way into China. But time will tell, right? And this is a project that people should definitely go do some research on. I really do like this one. And, you know, Clarity not invested at the moment, but, you know, really considering it. And then moving on to the fifth and final one, and that just has to be Multivac. So, you know, for those of you that are aware, we got into Multivac super early. We talk about it an awful lot. It's up 16% today at 1827. We got into this one somewhere down here. Well, it's actually probably down here somewhere. No, it was lower than that. Where was it? We got into this one. Yeah, it would have been somewhere around here. Yeah, about here. Maybe earlier. I can't remember. But yeah, really good and interesting project. Really seeing some price discovery. People starting to talk about this now. So go do some research on this one. You've got your technical white paper, sharding yellow paper and programming purple paper, pioneering flexible blockchain platform based on trustless sharding, lots of you know, high throughput, perfect for expansion, blockchain trilemma flexibility, all dimensional sharding. Recently you know, partnered with a project to basically build an NFT ecosystem on Multivac. So that's really interesting. You can get this on KuCoin, Gate.io, to name some exchanges. And you know, for me, this one super cheap. You know, it looks like it's going to do really well, and hoping for an exchange listing, an additional exchange listing shortly. So one to definitely do some research. I would definitely research all of these projects for sure. I think all of these projects are A2. I just need to check. Multivac's the only one at A3. If we have a look at Multivac, the rest of them are A2, like, which is the highest I've ever seen advice.io rate a project. But let's have a look what's sort of pulling down Multivac. So Amihad ratio is A2, so that's pucker. You've got Sharp ratio A2, again pucker. Profitability is A1. I expect nothing less. There's loads of profit to be made in this project, in my opinion. And the peak end value demand is C2, and I think that's what's pulling it down. and then we've got A1 for fear and greed. So, you know, for me, this is a really interesting project that I expect to do really well this week. I expect it to continue to kick on. More and more people have taken notice of this project, and it's still early days, right? So with all that said, you know, you've got to make sure that you do your own research. Don't invest based on anything that we say. We're not financial advisors. This is for educational purposes only. You know, we have a really good track record with that said, but you know, records are there to be destroyed or broken, right? So you know, you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful. Let me know what your thoughts are on the projects that we've highlighted today. Really interested to get your views and opinions, and I will reply to as many people as possible. If you like this content, mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget, you can become a member if you head on over to the channel page, select join, follow the prompts on screen. We do various different member videos where we look at price predictions, buy zones, and we highlight hidden gems, as well as many other things, project reviews, all sorts of different things. So do check that out if that's your bag. I think it's $4.99 a month. Obviously that changes depending on where you are in the world. So there, really interested to get your views and opinions, and would be really excited to have you join and become a cheeky crypto member. With that said, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.